What round they rise to find that?
You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park, the ponytail. And I'm the one who ain't got no training partner. I don't think so. You seem to have it all figured out when you're playing midget.
Dang it! 60 G's, baby!
Our live prediction show begins right now.
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another episode of the prediction show, and helping me do that tonight, I got my brother Jordan and my brother Jordan, both J's up in here today, and we're going to be talking about this fight night card between Dolidze and Imavov. People, please, as you're rolling in, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Please get us out there. Salute to everybody that I'm sitting in the house right now. Big love to all of you. Big up yourselves. Jordan, how you been, man? How's your week been?
Pretty good, man. A long one, sort of in Scotland. It's just terrible at the minute, especially the weather. You can't really go anywhere. So it's just been sitting and waiting in the UFC this weekend. Had a week off last week, but yeah, this weekend looks like one of those cards that could be going either way for pretty much every fight. Might not have a lot of big names in it, but a very competitive card. So could see one of us get a few points in front.
We got top job on our hands trying to predict this one. I'm telling you, top job on our hands trying to predict this one. And you, Jordan, how's your work? Your week been work? I know you've been busy this week, but how's the week been for you, bro?
Mate, I'm always fucking busy, me. Yeah, I mean, it never stops. It's always go, go, go. But now it's been good. Yeah, I mean, since we've done Dust Up Shakedown on Wednesday, I had that. Had the day in work yesterday, and then I was off with my little girl today. So all good, mate. Yeah, I mean, just chilling, killing.
Yeah, man, for real. People, please, like I said, make sure that you're following these guys on their socials. Make sure you're going on their Insta. It's going to be in the description below. Go and check them out. Go follow their pages. Go and follow their work. Go and support them. And Will is not going to be here today. He got some family issues going on, but he'll be back as soon as possible. William shall be freed, people. Yeah, William shall be freed. He'll be back. Don't worry about that. Right now, this fight card we got over here, Dolidze versus Imavov. There's some interesting fights on there. Some decent fights on there. There's some that, you know what I mean, you look at it like how did this one even make the card? But hey, we're gonna pick them all. We're here to pick, we're here to predict, and then we're gonna be doing just that. First one on the docket, we got Thomas Peterson versus Jamal Pogues. Before we actually get into the fight in itself, I mean, I wanted to kind of get your opinion on some of the fights on the card. Maybe not all of them, but we're going to have some talking points on some of the fights on the card. So as we go along, even if there's one that you guys wanted to raise something on and you wanted to break down, please bring it forward and let's talk about it. So we got Thomas Peterson versus Jamal Pogues. This one is in the heavyweight division, and Peterson coming off a 8-1 record, and Jamal Pogues 10-4 record. As we see there, Jordan is about to give us the odds on the fight. What do you got for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Thomas Peterson slight favourite at 5-8, with Jamal Pogues at 13-10.
Okay. I mean, look, I'm looking at Jamal Pogues, yeah, and I feel, look, this is heavyweight. Thomas is obviously coming off a three fight win streak, and Jamal's coming off a loss. So I'm thinking he's gonna be the one in more demand of trying to fight that win, but it also can cost him. How much does he want? I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna lean on Peterson to keep his streak going. Yeah, Peterson is gonna be my first pick. Let's go with McDane. Magdane, what you leaning to? What are you looking at?
So obviously Peterson coming off the Dana White Contender Series debut fight in the UFC. Pogue's loss was against Mick Parkin, I mean, so it's and it was a competitive fight, to be fair. It was a good 3-rounder, went to a decision. It is a tough, like you said, this is one of those cards where it can go either way in every single fight, and it's going to be a tough one to pick on. So I think I'm gonna go with I said to you boys the other night, it's going to be tough to pick some underdogs on this one, but I think I'm going to go with Pokes. I think, I mean, your first fight in the UFC is difficult. They've both got the knockout power in the hands. I can see this one go in the distance, and I think Pokes will edge it.
Okay. What about you, Jordan?
Yeah, it's a weird fight. It's like two sort of bottom of the pack heavyweights, which is it's hard to sort of really analyze just what kind of shape they're going to show up in. But I believe Jamal Pogues' best performances, he weighed in a fair bit lighter. He was weighing in at about 230, 240. His last fight, he came in at 266 and didn't look great against Mick Park, and he's done the same again here. So I'm going to take Peterson just because I think he's probably in a better mindset than Jamal Pogues, who's had an up and down UFC career so far. At least Peterson's sort of coming in. He's just beat Chandler Cole, who's a well-known can crusher, but nonetheless a name. So yeah, go with Peterson in this one.
Okay. We got our first pick nailed down. Let's get on to the second one. The second one on the card. We got Markel Madeiros versus Landon Quinones. Quinones?
Yeah, good luck with that one, bro.
That's the best. That's the best you're gonna get from me out of that one. Serious. Yeah. Markel coming in with a record of an 8-1 record, and we got Landon coming in with a 7-2 record, 1 no contest. Landon, I believe he was on the Ultimate Fighter, really. It was on Conor McGregor's team, right?
Yep. And
because it was Prospects versus Legends, so it was on the Prospects team. I thought he had a good fight on the card. It was just he got overzealous. He got overzealous in that fight. I remember watching that fight and I thought to myself, the preparation he had, I thought it was good enough. Yeah, I thought it was good enough, but he got overzealous and he got caught. He got caught in that. Bro, it was over. It was over. What's that brother's name? The guy who fought Matt Scotty show.
Jason Knight.
Jason Knight, that's the one. Yeah, man. You sneeze on that brother, man, and you start bleeding, man. You know what I mean?
Genuine bare knuckle contender in his weight class right now, by the way. Jason Knight, he's a really badass dude. Like, do you remember when he first came in? He was using like rubber guard and stuff like that, and everyone was calling him Hick Diaz. Everyone thought that he was genuinely going to be like a big prospect.
I mean, look, it's like I said, the guy that he fought, I thought he had him until he got overzealous and he just gave Jason Knight that opening, and Jason Knight. So you don't give your limbs, your neck, you don't give nothing to Jason Knight when you're in those situations. But I think with this fight, I think he'll be able to handle it. So is he the underdog in this? Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah. This is gonna be my first underdog. I'm gonna go with Landon to get the victory in this one. What about you, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm along the same lines as you. By the way, if we still done like bonus picks, this would be a dead cert for fight of the night. I think both guys have 100% takedown defense. Madeiros is averaging about 12 strikes per minute, and Quinones is at about 6. So it's like that's high, extremely high for like an average on UFC. So think about this: someone's probably getting knocked out here, and if not, it's going to be a war. With that being said, I think taking the underdog in this one's not a bad chance because I think this is going to be a toe-to-toe fight. So yeah, I'm with Quinones. First underdog.
London as well. Magdane, what do you got for us?
I think this is going to be a night of us picking opposites here, boys. Like, I really do think it is. I'm going with a favourite in this one. You know what I mean? I think Markel Medeiros is, you know, I mean, 6-fight win streak at the moment. He won his Dana White Contender Series via strikes. You know what I mean? Like TKO or KO. I always get the two mixed up. What is it? Which one's which? I always get them mixed up, man.
What,
KO is unconscious. TKO is
TKO.
the referee had to step in.
Yeah, the referee has to pull you off. That's how I always do it. When the referee
I always get
that.
Always get that shit mixed up, bro. Like, it's fucking mental. I've been watching this for years, man. I still get that fucking mixed up. So I'm going with Markel Medeiros in this one, like,
okay,
to get it done. But like you say, it is going to be one of those tough fights. Like, it's not a clean cut. Yeah, he's going to win it, but I'm leaning to the man.
100%. Big up everybody in the house. I see you, Naz. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining us, joining up the thing. I see Caitlin. Salute to you, Caitlin. Beans MMA. Big up yourself.
Big shout out, Beans, bro.
And Naz, I hope you're doing well at managing the women's national team over there in Morocco.
Naz is busy collecting wives, man. You know,
he's looking at the lineup. He's going, who's on the bench and in the reserves? Yeah,
no, big up yourself, man, bro. Big love, man. Big love, brother. So next on the docket, we got Julia. I think that's how you say it, Dolidze. Storyalenko, and we got Luana Carolina coming into this fight. This fight is happening at 125 flyweight division, and Storyalenko is coming in with a record of 11-7 and 1 no contest. Carolina coming in with a 9-4 record. What are the numbers and odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Yulia's slight favourite at 8-11, with Carolina at 11-10.
Okay, let's start with Jordan on this, and you know,
Storyalenko. Boom, done. Doesn't matter.
Storyalenko. you know why I went there. This is the reaction I was looking for. Yeah, but we know Jordan's favorite topic, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. The women's fighting, man. Like, bro, come on, dog. Storyalenko. You know what? That's not a bad pick. Is she underdog?
Yeah, man. Nah, she's favorite.
No, I thought you said Carolina was slight favorite. But yeah, no, she's got to be favorite. She's a fucking animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Yulia's favorite.
She's unbelievable. Like, she was who was it? She was against in her last fight. It was McCann, wasn't it?
McCann, innit?
And got her by the submit. Yeah,
that made you happy, did it?
It didn't make me happy, no. You know what I mean? But she had a really tough fight against Chandler before that. That everybody thought that she was probably gonna like kind of walk through her a little bit, and she ended up getting Chandler ended up getting the TKO or KO in the first round, whichever one it was.
Yeah, man, tough fight ahead.
But yeah,
what about you,
Jordan? She's a bad bitch, like.
I think you look at Luana's sort of history, and she does well against sort of average women who will run in and just sort of grapple. Anyone who's got slightly educated striking is a real problem for her. She's a very sort of plodding fighter. She misses her punches by a mile. She's always open to be hit. And Yulia isn't a bad striker, so I think just going to stick with the favourite in this one, because after watching Molly McCann do something like that, women, you know, it's not common in women's MMA to get knocked unconscious, and she managed it.
Bro, the thing that worries me with this actual fight here is, look, I've been watching Julia Storyalenko since she was on The Ultimate Fighter all those years ago. She was on there with Panic and those type, you know, those sort of fighters, and her record since then is just like it's just gone south, bro. And when I watch her fight, it's almost like she hasn't evolved that much from what I saw during the Ultimate Fighter days. And she's always constantly, almost like that Bueno Silva fight that we saw the other day, just doing the same move, looking for submission and hoping to get it, you know. And I'm not trying to shit on Storyalenko because you know, I know she, that side of her game, she she's really, really good at it. A lot of her wins has come by subs, but there's this other part. We always say is mixed martial arts. You know that she has to nail down. Luana on the other hand can't strike neither, and always has yeah. I mean, look, the way that I'm looking at it is who's better, not just at grappling, but can finish a grappling sequence. And the answer for me is Storyalenko. I've been watching her for a long time, and if who can finish a grappling sequence better than the other, I think is Storyalenko. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with Julia Storyalenko.
Full house.
Let's hope she brings it in. Let's get on to the next one on the docket. We got Blake Builder versus Young Lee. Young Lee coming in with a record of 10-1, and Blake Builder is in there with a record of 8-1. Yeah. Do you got some numbers on this one for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Lee's the favourite here at 4-6, with Blake Builder at 5-4.
All right. Let's stick with you. What are you thinking about this fight, and who are you picking?
Yeah, this one's a strange one. The road to UFC, there's been a few good guys that have came off that in the past, but you also sort of have to take with a pinch of salt the caliber of opponent they're fighting. You know, someone with a 22-3 record in China might not mean as much as you think when they beat like 5 guys in a gym in one night that were a combined record of 0-11. So I'm going with underdog Blake Builder here. I think he beat Shane Young, who isn't a bad fighter by any means. Before that, he was fighting in reputable sort of organizations over in America. So I'm just going to bet on the fact that he's came up against better opponents and that he'll have the experience to get through this guy who hasn't really fought an American.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same kind of thought process, but Young Lee, I mean, some of the brothers that he's having to compete against. He was on the road to the UFC, wasn't it? So
Asia.
Yeah. See, I'm so tempted to. Now, let me get my second underdog real quick, man. Let me get that second underdog out of the way real quick. I'm gonna go with Blake Builder.
So we've both got the same 2 underdogs now so far.
Yeah,
you two are just copying each man's picks. That's all I'm noticing.
I ain't got a chance here.
Who's leading the dance here, boys? Who's got the top hand? Who's got the hand on the hip? Yeah, I mean, what's
was
going
one
on?
in front? He's copying my picks for the rest of the season. Whoever's in second place, always taking their picks.
It's only two fights. There's a whole cut to go. You know what I mean?
Well, I
There's
already
times I'm
booked
gonna
a
go
meal in
left,
December for him and the missus. He's keeping his point lead.
Yeah.
McDane, what do you got for us?
Full house, boys. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the same thought process as you as well. Builder's just got that little bit extra experience in there with some better opponents, and I think he'll edge it. They're both kind of decision fighters. Well, yeah, I mean, they both got submissions, they both got finishes, but from their time in the UFC, they're mainly just been decision fighters. So it's going to be an interesting throwdown to see how it goes. But I'm going with the underdog as well here.
Okay.
It's getting tempted. Like every fight on this card, there's a slight temptation with underdog, no matter what the price. Everybody, this is a really competitive card. I might change my mind as we're going on here and pick some more underdogs.
Yeah, like I said, there's still some names on the card that can, literally.
I just don't want to be behind McDane. I enjoy making fun of him, and I know that some weeks he gets bored and wants to fucking go for every underdog in the card. So I'm just trying not to do that and let him do it first.
Did you see my tactics for the first 2 weeks? Yeah, did you see how that was going?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to the next one, guys. Let's go on to the next one. We got Themba Gorimbo. Big up to Themba Gorimbo versus Pete Rodriguez. Pete Rodriguez is coming in with a record
sensing
of
some bias here.
Just a
5
little
on
bit.
1. You never know. You never know. No, the bias is coming. Don't worry.
Oh, I said, get
Yeah,
my
Pete
boss
Rodriguez.
keys. First of the year.
Pete Rodriguez coming with a record of 5 on 1, and Temba with a record of 11 and 4. Temba, this fight's been changed quite a few times,
Mhm.
on this card, but from what I'm looking at here, let's come to Jordan first in terms of the odds and the numbers around this, and then we go to the peaks.
Yeah, Garimbo's heavy favourite at 2-5, with Pete Rodriguez at 2-1.
That's a heavy underdog, man. But this fight, the way it got put together, there's been a few fights. I think there's been 2 people that's been given to Temba, and the fight's falling off. So this is like the third guy or the second guy, that has been given leading onto this fight. So I suppose Rodriguez probably hasn't had enough chance to prepare for this fight as much as Temba Gorimbo has, in terms of having a full camp. And I do want Temba to win this fight. He needs, because he tried to get one fight just before the end of last year, but for some reason it didn't work out for him, so he's had to sit out. And here we are with the fight for him now. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Temba Gorimbo, and let's hope he pulls in the victory. What about you, Magden?
I'm with the answer too, mate.
Yeah,
I'm straight in there with Femba. I mean, my man over here, Rodriguez, beat Mike Jackson, for fuck's sake. Like, come on. Femba Gorimbo all day, every day.
You see, you're calling it proper English way, innit? You know what I mean?
That's it,
Temba
man.
don't put no
and you
tea
seen
on
that
his
haircut?
name.
That brother got that shit lined up. But yeah, I'm going with Femba Gorimbo on this one. Like,
no, man, take out the H from the name and call it
right, go on.
Temba.
Right, sound. Sorry,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, I mean, Temba, if you see this, bro, I apologize to you. Yeah, I mean, I'll channel my inner African, mate, and just bust out my Mike Perry 2% and get it right next time. Oh, and my Johnny Walker 2%. Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
my God! When you said that to me earlier on, I was like, no fucking way. You know what, bro? They probably lied to you. I go back and get a refund, man. You know what I mean? it looked like it was legit. So. Nah, man, big up Johnny Walker, man, my little African brother there. You know what I mean? We'll roll with Johnny Walker.
So everybody remember this. Every single fight,
I
Johnny
told
Walker's
you Johnny
in now,
Walker done it for Nigeria.
every single fight that he's
Johnny
in,
Walker,
my man's got to pick him. He can't not back his countrymen. Like, he's got to.
Oh, no,
so
no,
I'm winning
no,
20
no,
quid
no.
every time Johnny Walker fights.
If Johnny Walker's rolling out with the Brazilian flag and you expect me to pick him, you must have your head, bro. No.
He's rocking the Irish flag these days, ain't he?
Yeah, he's got a little Irish accent on the go and everything, mate. It's wild.
Yeah, because of his links with SBG. That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? We like SBG around here, man. You know what I mean? We got 1 or 2 people up in there.
It's like when Joey Barton moved to Spain and picked up a Spanish accent a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Was it Spain? Italy or something?
France.
Was it France? Or was it France? And he started
Was that the top one? Was that the top one? See.
Shit.
Yeah, man. Big up Johnny Walker, man. You know what I mean? Little 3% Nigerian brother. You know what I mean? Boy, we take it wherever we can get them. Shit, they're all over the world, man. They're all over the world. You better go and check yours as well. You might.
We probably have got some African in there somewhere. Like we all originated from Africa, bro. Like,
see there, you know what I mean? Go check it out. You might find that you got some roots there. So I will all full house on that one, on the Temba one.
Yeah, I was it's tempting to go with Pete Rodriguez just because of the fact that you used to going for Temba, but yeah, I think it's just too big. Pete Rodriguez isn't a particularly large welterweight. He's got good boxing and he's dangerous in the first round, but I just don't know how you break that reach. And Temba uses wrestling quite a fair bit as well. So yeah, full house, I think.
Okay. This next fight, for me, it looks like a lamb to the slaughter, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Charles Johnson versus Azat Maksum. Azat Maksum. This fight is happening at 125 division. Maksum is coming in with a record of 17-0, and we got Johnson coming in with a record of 13-6, coming off a 3-fight losing streak against the undefeated fight at 17-0. Jordan, tell me if this don't feel like a sacrificial, a lamb to the slaughter, my brother.
Just a little bit, mate. Just a little bit. Yeah, I mean. So you're picking the underdog then, yeah?
Well, we don't know yet. Let me see how I feel about Azat by the time this whole conversation is done.
Right.
I'll get you the odds anyway. Maxim 2-5 favourite. Charles Johnson 2-1 underdog.
Look. You see, there's one reason why I pick underdogs like this. They're facing the cuts. And a 3-fight losing streak, if you don't win or do something to win, you're going to face the chop. But on the other hand, I'm looking at a 17-0 brother from Kazakhstan. I don't see him losing. I don't see this brother losing. But I kind of want to, you know what? There'll be better chances. There'll be better chances for underdog, man. I'm gonna go with Maksum. Yeah, Maksum is my pick here. Let's go to Jordan next. Jordan, what about you? Where are you going?
Yeah, I know it looks like an obvious pick for the favourite here and just keep it moving, but Charles Johnson's actually not a bad fighter. A lot of his fights, he's fighting really good guys and taking them to the limit. But if you remember his fight against Mokaev, it wasn't always looking like plain sailing for Mokaev during that one. I don't think we know enough about Maksum. He just had a split decision win over Tyson Nam, who's far from at his best.
Yeah,
he's not been relevant for about 10 years in that division, if we're being honest. And as far as Charles Johnson goes, he's 1-0 against Kazakhstan fighters. He already beat Zamagulov, sent him back.
Yeah.
So
that's the last win, November 2022.
Yeah, I mean,
he's going to Neil Magny this shit, isn't he? He's going to Neil Magny this shit.
That's what John's looking at. He made some really good case for Johnson, but the question is, are you going to pick him?
No.
Do you know what? Yeah, last underdog. I'll take Charles Johnson.
Oh, that's your last one. Okay.
Sometimes you got to put your money where your mouth is, right?
Bloody hell! He's gone for it, man. He's got help.
Here's the thing: I still have like another 3 underdogs that I'm seriously considering. This could be the week. There
is a couple that. I mean, I did say, what was it, Tuesday night? I was like, yeah, boys, like this is going to be a tough fucking week for picking some underdogs. But when you start actually, because that was just a quick flick through, but when you actually start thinking about who they've been against and the experience and who they're coming up against in this, it is a bit of a banger. But he's not changed my mind. I'm with Azat on this one. Like, it's been over a year since we've seen Charles Johnson get a win. And you're coming up against a 17-0 prospect. Like, yeah, he's going to clip it. I know he's going to clip it. Have you put that other clip out yet? That was a belt of that.
Really? Do you want to know the best? I never chose it. AI did. AI circled that.
No, you did. What AI did it?
Yeah, I see the bit at the end. I thought it was Opus that you'd used again, but you must have used all your credits. So you've whipped over for another app.
Nah, man, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
well, here's something even better. I've found a watermark remover. That's it. Shorts is full.
Really?
Easy. Yeah, nice, mate. Yeah, send me that.
Yeah, man. Big up Alf in the house. Salute to Alf. Salute to you. Big up yourself. Thank you very much for joining us. And we got Moctology in the house as well. Big up Moctology. Big up Leroy in the back. I see you paying like Bane.
Is that big Australian kangaroo bastard faking being sick?
It seems like
you
it,
can't
mate,
have
and
me
making you
fucking
do
over
all the
here pulling
legwork.
up graphics like someone's manservant here while you're in the chat fucking giving thumbs up, you big prick. What's going on?
See, this is the kind of energy that Leroy puts out, and it's coming back fivefold. Big up yourself, though, Leroy. Salute to you, brother. Big love, big love.
Fuck
Okay,
Leroy. Let's get a
does
fuck
it-
Leroy in the chat. Let's change it because Will's not here. Let's get a fuck Leroy in the chat. Let's go. Let's see him.
Sitting there. Well, he probably started. He will probably start. You know
He
what I mean?
probably will. He probably will.
We got Molly McCann versus Diana Belbita. Diana Belbita coming into this fight with a 15-8 record. Molly McCann a 13-6 record. This fight is happening in the strawweight division. Boy, strawweight, man. Anyways, you got the odds on this one first, please, Jordan.
Yeah, Molly McCann, heavy favourite, 4-11. Diana Belbita at 9-4.
I'm gonna stick with you, Jordan. I mean, how do you see this fight going? What what's your thoughts and feelings on it?
I mean, yeah, I'm trying my hardest not to overthink this one. It seems as though Molly's the bet to make. With that being said, has anybody really looked at Molly in the past year and a half and think she looks like a motivated fighter who's in the right place? Because the only time she ever seems to pop up now and again is when a London card's coming up or she's in McGregor's pub eating a steak and drinking pints with Paddy. I'm wondering if Molly's realised the level she's at and she's less motivated now than she was before when she thought she was going to be a champion. I just don't think Diana's that great a fighter, and I think Molly's striking is leagues ahead there. So I don't know. I'm gonna stick with Molly.
Okay. What about you, Magdin?
I was considering taking this as another underdog, but it is one like Molly's beat her before in the past. Like George said, Molly's striking is a little bit crisper. Belbita is a win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. I think it all depends on the cut for Molly as well. Yeah, I mean, she's talking about she was like the smallest in the division, so she's gonna cut this extra little bit, move down a weight class, and how's she gonna do? So, like I say, I was gonna pick this as an underdog, but I think I'm gonna go with Molly McCann edging it, and I think she's also got that. I know you say she looks like she's a motivated fighter, but she's also got a lot of stick in the last couple of losses that she's taken. And if you know what the Scousers are like and what people from the Northwest are like, you're going to put a fire under their ass if you're coming at them with that kind of heat. Yeah, I mean, like, so I'm going with Molly McCann on this one to get the job done.
Yeah. You know what? You can't look past Molly here, man. You got to look at the I mean, she's still got finishing power if she lands it, and she lands it flush. You know what I mean? And we know she's got that in the locker. And she's also going to be fighting somebody that's not really going to be looking to take her down into the deep waters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're going to be they're going to be out there standing and standing and banging. So, yeah, can't look past Molly here, man. So yeah, it's a full house. Going to be
George, check that comment out, mate. You think I've got a bit of a Scott accent there, mate? Yeah. Can you hear it, George? Can you hear it? Or not? Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, he's too Scottish to hear it, man. I can hear it,
man.
You know what
Everybody
I mean?
else says they can hear it as well.
I can hear it.
My family,
But he's way too Scottish to hear it. He's thinking you're
he's like deep
man,
Scotch.
Bro. Like, right.
Yeah, I can only communicate with about a fifth of the world. The rest of the people just sort of look at me in bemusement, like he's making noises at me, and I don't know what the fuck they mean.
What the fuck did he just say?
People usually just say that's nice and smile at me, nod.
Yeah, man. I got an app here that automatically starts subtitling when you're speaking, bro. Like it just puts the subtitles on.
So
Just
I've got a chain that does it. where people usually want to meet them in public.
I've noticed it on the Dust Up Shakedown when you brought some of the South African boys and girls on. They're kind of sitting out, and you can see them with the extra ears pointing out, listening to George like started to talk. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like when we go to the zoo, but Africans don't tend to see Scottish people out there sort of in the wild interacting with people and shit. So just a bit of curiosity.
Bro, there's this bro on fucking on Love Island.
Have you got to go? Yeah, I mean, have you got to go?
There's this bro on Love Island. Yeah, every time I watch it, I watch that shit every night. Yeah, and people that I've been watching it for seasons, bro. Yeah, I'm shameless.
You for real, bro?
Yeah, man, I watch that shit. There's this brother from Scotland. His name is Anton. Yeah, I think his Scottish fucking thing is stronger than yours, bro. I think your one is watered down a little bit. This brother, I can't hear nothing he fucking says. And none of the girls want to fucking get with because they can't hear a fucking word that comes out.
Because he smells like sheep. He's probably
bro, he's a good guy. They say, bro, you're a husband material, you're a good guy, but bro, nah, it's enough. It's enough from me, bro. Can't hear you, man. You know
Do you know what? I hope he dies alone just for the fact that he went on Love Island being Scottish. Fuck him.
I fuck him. Yeah, I mean, like, that's absolutely shocking. And I'm even more shocked that you sit and watch that shit every night.
I think
bro.
we should host open auditions for it. And everybody that shows up to audition to be on Love Island, we send them to an island. Not Love Island, just send them to an island and don't let them fucking
island.
Off. Surround it with sharks and leave them there, the fucking idiots. Jesus, what's wrong with Tinder? Like, fucking national TV.
I don't know, bro. Tinder's past my generation as well. Like, I've got fuck all to do about that. Like,
bro, they're on TV. I'm watching. Pierre's not gonna be watching it and cussing about it. I watch it just to cuss, bro. You know what I mean? I love the drama they fucking bring on there. So, if I ain't watching the Stenders, I'm watching that shit. So there you go.
We were sitting at Octagon, and then my cousin Robbie's like, "Oh, that guy was in Geordie Shore. That guy was," and I was just like, I just looked at him like, "Bro, how the fuck do you know this shit? Like, what are you doing watching that?" Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's on TV. I'm watching it. Right, let's go on to the next one. Gilbert Urbina versus Charles Radke. This fight is happening in the welterweight division, and Gilbert Urbina 7-2 record, and we got Charles Radke coming in with an 8-3 record. What are the numbers on this one, please, Jordan?
Yep, Urbina's favourite at 1-2, with Radke at 17-10.
Let's go with you, McDane. Where are you going on this one?
Urbina. Radke beat fucking what's his face? Diamond. Yeah, I mean, like, the man just got absolutely shredded in every single fight that he was in. So that's not. It was a decision too. Yeah, I mean, against Blood Diamond, for God's sake, who lost all 3 of his fights in the UFC. So get into a decision with that man. Like, you've not really showcased anything to me that's making me go, I'm going to go and pick you when it comes up for a fight. So Gilbert Urbina all the way. Thank you very much.
Ain't that the truth, Leroy? Ain't that the truth?
And the loss that Urbina had as well was against Brian Battle, who is not exactly an easy fight to go and win. Yeah, I mean, and his last fight, 2nd round KO. So I'm with them.
I want to make a case here for Radke. You see, when he lost to Blood Diamond, yeah, my man was on his fucking. He was on the edge of fucking getting cut, bro. You know what I mean? Like when man's and that's what I was saying about Charles Johnson earlier on. You know what I mean? Like when you're staring on the barrel of getting caught, you might do some crazy shit that'll end up getting you a win. So you get another run. But Urbina, I know about Urbina again, another one on the Ultimate Fighter. Really, really put in work. And he's got people like Gilbert Burns and those guys that work with him, helping him sharpen up his tools. I think he's gonna get the job done. He's a good fighter. I like the way he approaches fights, and I'm gonna have to pick Urbina on this one. I got one more underdog to go, and I don't know where to. I'm looking at the rest of the card right now. I'm looking at the home straight. It don't look pretty, man. You know what I mean? But Urbina, I'm picking Urbina. What about you, Jordan?
Yeah, this is it. Like Radke was someone that I'd bet on last time to beat Blood Diamond. And said he didn't do it impressively at all. Urbina has looked impressive. And I think he's going to look a fair bit bigger than Charlie in this one. So I'd take Urbina to maybe actually get the finish here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Ooh, this name here is a mouthful.
You can do it,
Traditional
bro. You can do
Nigerian
it.
name if I ever saw one.
Let me get this one properly, bro. Let me get this one properly.
Both of the brothers, yeah. I mean,
okay, we got Alias Kap Kirisev versus Mahmoud Muradov. Mahmoud Muradov coming in with a
Smashed it,
record
bro.
of 26-8, and we got Kirisev coming in with a record of 14-0. Alias Kap Kirisev undefeated. And what numbers do you have for us on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Russian A 4-6 favorite, and Muradov 5-4. Anyone watching at home, that's the Russian on the left hand side of your screen. That's the favorite.
If you couldn't tell with the chin strap.
Let's go with Jordan first. Where you going with on this one, brother?
Yeah, Kizriev is probably my lock of the night. I think is a really good grappler, and Muradov struggles in that department. A lot of his losses have actually came from submission.
Yeah.
It's fairly close in the odds, but I think this one's a far bigger mismatch than the Charles Johnson fight was.
Okay. You know what?
No, don't be changing nothing.
No.
You take this as your last underdog.
Right, yeah, I mean,
right, I'm gonna go with Mahmoud. I'm gonna go with Mahmoud for my third underdog, and that's my final underdog of the card. I'm gonna go with Mahmoud, and let's just hope that these two brothers can really
minus 1 point,
put a fight together, and maybe
just got that Charles Johnson point.
Maybe he can nick on his split decision. just maybe he can nick on his split decision.
Right.
Big up here, my colleague. Salute to you, my bro. Big up yourself as you're rolling in. Please hit that like button and share the content out. McDane.
I'm going with the favorite, bro. Why fuck? You don't even need to ask twice. Yeah, I mean, right. Well, I get where you're going with the underdog. Like the man's experience, Barberena, Baralio, Meerschaert. Yeah, I mean, he's come up against some phenomenal fighters. Like he's been in there with some of the best going. Yeah, I mean, but like Jordan said, man, like he's not the best in the grappling department. His last 2 fights were decision. Like, nah, mate, heavy favorite all day. I'm not even going to say his name because I'll butcher it. So I'm just saying favorite.
Okay, Alice Cobb.
Just to let you know, boys, just ahead of time, I'm probably going to be the favorites right through, and there's only going to be one more underdog. I've picked 2 underdogs so far, so there's only going to be one more in there. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I already know.
And who's your multiplier going to? Tell us.
Ooh, you have to wait until the end on that one, brother.
I don't know. I think the top 3 fights are all difficult to pick. I think we could go either
The
way.
whole card has been difficult to pick. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
because seriously,
it's not that difficult when you're just copying Jordan, though, is it? You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. We're not out here trying to do that, but at the same time, he's copying man. He's copying man too. He's been
I'm giving a full eloquent explanation of where my thoughts come from. Right, yeah, we'll take that.
Let me put them bus keys back in my pocket real quick. Yeah, I mean, and he's like, right, I'm gonna go with this man over here.
All right, let's go on to the next one. We got Vivian Araujo versus Natalia Silva. Natalia Silva coming in a record of 16-5, and we got Vivian Araujo coming in with a record of 12-5. This fight is happening in the flyweight division. What do you got for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Silva's heavy favourite at 1-4, with Araujo at 3-1.
Side note: Silva's fine as fuck too.
I'm not even gonna waste any time on this. I'm gonna go with Viviane Araújo here. I'm gonna go with Viviane Araújo. Yeah, I'm not wasting no time on this. Going with Viviane Araújo on here.
You hear that, everybody? Comeback season's back. Although I said I don't need points this week.
Right.
I mean,
can I ask why?
He's making me feel more liberal to make some underdog picks here.
No, because
know, mate. Yeah,
I'll tell you why. She's going to be my underdog multiplier too. She will be.
Oh,
yeah.
What happened? Is she your love child or something? You're the only person that's picking her this week.
I need to have a look at the WhatsApp to see how many points she's got.
No,
you might as well just start dividing them up and handing them out to us boys. Yeah, I mean,
nah. For me, it's just again this for the same reason that I picked Muradov. Mahmoud Muradov is the same reason I'm picking Araújo. I just look at the level of fighters that she's fought. You know, we're talking Alexa Grasso. Yes, she lost. Jennifer Maia. These are people that fought championship level of fighters. Looking at Caitlin Chukagian, like she could have when you fighting people like Chukagian for as long as she's been in that division, not many female fighters actually gonna get wins off of her, you know. So she's fought some really, really good fighters, Amanda Ribas and those sort of fighters, and took it to the wire with them. So for me, I think the quality is there, but the people that she's lost to, you just go and look at those fighters. They've had championship level fights, and that's my reason for picking her, and I think she's gonna pull it off.
Solid, bro. Solid.
What about you, Jordan?
Come on, bro. Silver all day.
Going Silver? Oh yeah, you did
mate.
say you was gonna pick
10 fight win streak. She's got some KO power in there in the hands too. Yeah, I mean, she's fine as fuck. Like, bro, why are you not? Yeah, I mean, she's on her way up.
A key selling point for you, don't it?
Oh mate,
you said it 3 times now.
I know, mate, but she's banging.
He's letting the lips
Dange fucking been listening to Naz too much. He's starting to think starting his own harem.
Yeah, I mean, she is though. Like, goddamn. There's just some of those women MMA fighters that you're just looking at going, you could fucking punch me in the face all day. I don't even care. Yeah, I mean, put me in a triangle.
I'm sure she will if she ever sees this video.
Probably, mate. Yeah, I mean, I'm not usually misogynistic, but goddamn.
Okay, there's some confessions. There's some confessions.
I need to go see the pastor on Sunday for my sins. You know what I mean?
What you got for us, Jordan?
Yeah, favourite. But you do make a compelling point. I think Araujo's beaten by a giant amount in competition, but Silva's shown that she might actually have something that other women don't in this division. She's a finisher with strikes. Doesn't happen very often. So yeah, I'm gonna keep riding this bandwagon until she gives me a reason to throw her under the bus.
Copycat.
I know when I said riding the bandwagon.
We all know what you meant. She has got one hell of a bandwagon there, bro. We all know what you meant.
Bro, we're gonna have to put you in fucking horny jail or something.
I didn't know what it means.
Somebody get that bump stick out. I swear to fucking God.
I had no idea what he meant, bro. I needed a subtitle, but you know what I mean? Shit. I didn't know what.
Big Dane mentioned Silva and all turned his hat backwards, just like looking out the room, dusting and shit.
Fuck's sake. Fucking hell, man. What you boy? This is good, but all right, let's go to the next one. The next one on the docket, we got Randy Brown
fixing
versus Muslim Salikov. Randy Brown coming in with a record of 17-5, and Salikov is coming in with a record of 19-4. These two is going to be fighting in the welterweight division. What are the odds saying, please, Jordan?
Oh, I am a bit slow on this one. Give me 2 seconds.
Still thinking about Silva. Yeah, we know what's going on, bro. We know what's going on.
Randy Brown 4-11. Randy Brown 4-11
Name,
favorite with
name wise.
Salikov at 9-4. Listen, I'm
Okay.
trying to fucking open Windows on a laptop that only does window singular. Do you know what I mean? You have to give me a second here, lads.
Okay. Let's come to McDane first on this one. No, actually, we came to you first on the last one. Yeah, Jordan. 'Cause I did go with Araujo first.
Anybody
so-
apart from Ola.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did go with
yeah.
Araujo. I'm not picking what you man are picking. You know, man.
Nah, we're just
There's-
joking, man. We're just joking.
There's other ways that I'm looking at certain logic, man. That I'm looking to go and try and
I
get.
think we've already
try and get
pressured
ahead.
him with that enough that he's picked a couple of underdogs that he just ain't going to deliver. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this one was I was really looking at Salikov. He's a finisher. I know he's 39, but like, he can finish it with these spinning back kicks and stuff like that.
Mm.
But Randy Brown is just so much bigger and younger. He's been inconsistent. Like, sometimes he's looked like a genuine force top 10 type talent. And then the next again fight, he just sort of looks lackluster and gassed after the second round and not really up for it. So give me a second here.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a very tough one.
I'm struggling with this one.
Yeah, let me come back to you on this one. I'm going to actually jump on this
Yeah.
one. Let me come back to you on this one.
It's the
I'm
experience of Brown as well, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, sorry, just to jump in, but it is like it's rough. Go on, Ola.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Randy Brown here. I think Randy Brown, when he's been faced with some of the toughest challenges, I mean, you go and look at his record. It's probably like I'm looking at it right now. Jack Della Maddalena is probably the only loss in his last fight, and some of these guys are tough customers. Salikov is another tough customer. It's not one of those that you're just gonna put away. You're just gonna knock him out. You can't knock out Salikov, you know. And he's been around in the game for quite some time. 39 years old. But I think Randy Brown, for what Jordan said earlier on, he's got that knockout strike, that one knockout finish. It can rack him up. It can point score to get a decision win. And I think he's got all the tools in the box to keep Salikov away from him. And the most important tool that I like from Randy Brown is his take down defense against the cage, because it's so long. The way he splits is you can't get your hands together to even get them legs together and try and even when you go up to try and scoot him up, he's too tall that you're having to actually be on your tiptoes when he's still flat-footed on the ground. It's almost impossible to take this brother down, especially when his back is against the cage. And I think Salikov is going to find it very, very difficult to take Randy Brown down. And if he can't do that, my man's going to just jab him to oblivion. So I think Randy Brown takes this fight for those reasons. So I'm going to go with Randy Brown. Let's go with Jordan, because we're still waiting on Jordan to really work out where he wants to go.
Have you made your pick yet? Or
Yeah, I'm going with Randy Brown.
Still struggling.
He's still struggling. Yeah, so I'm agreeing with Ola and everything they said there. Yeah, I mean, the experience of Randy Brown as well is excellent. But the King of Kung Fu is a dangerous man as well, and has got plenty of experience. His fight against Nicholas Dalby was obviously Nicholas Dalby won it, but it went by decision. He's got that KO power in his hands too. So if he can catch Randy Brown, it would be interesting to see what goes on there. Mate, it is a very, very tough fight to pick. Crap. I hate you all. You just made some very, very valid points. And Randy Brown was on like a 4-fight win streak. Yeah, I mean, and then he lost it. And then his fight against Turman as well was like, because it's gonna. I can see this going the distance. Yeah, I mean, like He's been knocked out by Luke.
I'll tell you what, whoever you pick, I'll take the opposite. It's out my hands.
Cool beans. is that how we're playing this one here?
That's how I'm playing this one.
I'm out of this one. I'm out of this one, man. You know, I mean, this is with you, man. You know, I'm just kicking back, saying what you man are doing.
Who was the underdog again? Brown.
Salikov.
Was he? Yeah, I'm going with Brown.
All
right, and
that means
Jordan?
I'm taking underdog. I'll take Muslim
Shall I go
Salikov.
for the underdog?
Yep.
Okay, how many underdogs you got now? 4.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ!
And
How many have
may
you
not
got?
be done yet.
Yeah, I got 4 as well.
How many
Big
have you
Austin
got?
Berries. What's happening, bro? I think I've got 2, and I know who my third and final one's gonna be. Unless
you got 2 fights to go. Then you got 2 fights to go to pick your last.
Don't
underdog.
you worry, bro. Don't you
All
worry.
right,
It's
okay.
right
Let's go on to the co-main event. We got Renato Moicano coming in with a record of 17-5 versus Drew Dober. That's coming in with a record of 27-12. This fight is happening in the 155 division, the lightweight division. What are the numbers for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Moicano is the 8-15 favorite with Drew Dober at 13-8.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start off on this one. This one is a real toss, like a real toss of a coin. And I like Moicano a lot. I think Moicano still got something to give to the division. Whether he's going to get to the top, where he's going to start contending, and I think that time has passed. Just seeing something in the chat. Carl Weathers, aka Apollo Creed, is passed away. R.I.P. to the brother.
No way.
Yeah, man. If this is correct news, yeah. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.
Mate, that's gotten.
Yeah, I hope he's not just watched Rocky 3 for the first time.
I know, yeah. Do you mean you hope he has actually? Like, you hope he has.
I guess, yeah.
That would be the ideal situation here, but now that's got in that, man.
So
always leading the tribute there.
Going back to Drew Dober, this was a difficult fight for me to pick, man. You know what? Toss of a coin. There's no real crazy logic as to where I'm going here, but I'm gonna go with Drew Dober. I'm gonna go with Drew Dober here. Let's go to Jordan. Where are you going on this one, Jordan?
As I say, every one of these last 3 fights are really tough. Drew Dober was on a great run of form until he ran into Matt Frivola. And his chin got cracked. It seemed uncrackable for a while there. For Moicano, I think his style matches up well with Dober. And if this is a technical striking battle, I think Moicano has a bit more in his bag of tricks. I think Drew Dober mainly just wants to straight up box you. Let's stand in a phone booth and see who comes out at the end, because it has a chin like nothing I've ever seen before on this planet. Like it almost doesn't look human. It's strange. It looks fake. It looks like that character you used to have to make in the Wii before you played it. But that aside, Moicano, it's really now or never for him. And I think he's just a level above Dober, ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Okay. Magdane?
I'm with Moicano too. Same as what George said there. Like Dober's got that punching chance because he wants to stand in the box and he wants to absolutely throw it down. Moicano's got a chin though, bro. Yeah, I mean he's not been KO'd since like 2020 or something like that. He can take a punch, and I think, like you said, he's got more tools in the box. He'll put out more than just striking. He'll come in with the kicks. He'll be looking for takedowns, and as most of his victories have come from is via submission. So I'm going with Moicano in this one.
All right. Okay. And the last one on the docket, we got Roman Dolidze versus Naz OG Imavov. This fight is happening in the middleweight division, and Dolidze is coming in with a record of 12-2. We got Imavov coming in with a record of 12-4. What are the numbers on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Imavov's favourite at 4-7 with Dolidze at 6-4.
Okay. We're going to start with McDane on this one.
Boom.
Where are you going?
Oh, mate, I have to go for Dolidze. Yeah, I mean, one, I need my final underpick, and two, underdog, and two, you look at Imavov and he's been a bit of a decision kind of fighter. Yeah, I mean, like, and Roman Dolidze was on an absolute tear before he came up against Vettori in London earlier last year, and some could say that fight could have gone to Dolidze. Yeah, I mean, so he's got a hell of a chin on him. Like he's got some unbelievable striking too. So I'm Dolidze all day, brother.
Okay. I'm going Dolidze as well. I just think it has a lot to surprise Imavov. Imavov's last couple fights have been very disappointing, especially the last one they had coming off with a draw on that one. I actually thought it was really gonna take that fight to Chris Curtis and try and get that win, because that fight there, if it beat him, could have made him start seeing some of the top five in the division. But dropping points, as we say in football, in a fight like that, didn't really help his case. But Dolidze was also staring at the barrel of start looking at some of the top fives in the division up until that loss that I had against Vettori. Because if he beats Vettori, he starts looking at some of the people in the in the championship conversations. So, but I just think Dolidze, I like the way he fights, and his kicks, them kicks there can put anybody away at any given time if he cracks it good. It could be the end of the fight. So I'm gonna go with Dolidze just on the chance and how he fights. I like the way he fights. What about you, Jordan?
Yeah, full house, surprisingly, an underdog here. I think Marvin Vettori is sort of a perennial top 4, top 3 kind of guy. And Dolidze showed that he wasn't far from Vettori's level, if not at that level. For Imavov, he hasn't, to me, looked all that impressive. Like against Strickland, he didn't look great. Against Chris Curtis, it didn't look that impressive.
Yeah.
I think that Dolidze could finish him. Yeah, I don't know why Imavov's been made favourite. I just can't seem to work out for myself.
It's the name, innit? Imavov. Yeah, I mean, he must be good with a name like that.
Club
okay. We've got to the end of the picks. Let's pick our underdog multipliers. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go first. I did pick Arujo. I'm thinking about Dolidze.
Nah, mate, you can't do that. That's mine. Go pick something else. Fuck off. Go get another one. You know what I mean? Stick with what you originally go with. I knew this was coming. I was sitting here now going, this motherfucker better ask me who my underdog pick is first. Right.
You see, if I let you man go first and I pick the same one, you say man's copy. You know what I mean? I go to pick first and say, no, you can't pick that. You know, you can't fucking win people. People, you can't win with this lot, man. You know what I mean? But
he's looking at the rest of his underdogs going, fuck, I better get this one right, because that's 2 points right there and a couple of other picks. He needs a claw back. That's what that one is.
Ooh.
What do you mean, Boo McDane? Come on, Nick. What are you saying, bro?
You know what? You know what? I'm
on your skates, bro. On your skates.
I'm gonna stick with what I said originally. I'm gonna stick with Viviane Araújo. I think she pulls it off.
Yes.
I really think she pulls it off. So I'm gonna stick with Viviane.
Well, you should come to me next.
Pick him, bro. I'm still picking him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean I can't pick him just because you did.
You can both pick it and lose. You know what I mean?
Bro, you've got like 5 underdogs to go pick from. Don't be tight. You know what I mean? You've turned into me this week. You fucking Mr. Underdog over here.
Yep.
You know what? Let's go with McDean. Let's go with McDean next. You know what I mean? Get it out of the way, McDean.
Do I need to say it, bro? Come on, Dolidze. Yeah, I mean, I've said
I hope he gets
50
beat now.
times
I know I've
already
picked him,
in
but-
protest. Yeah, I mean, see if he gets beat now. I'm never coming back.
First
on the
round
show again.
Okay, Jordan.
All right, let's see what scraps I can go through then.
Yeah, mate. Take a while. He's got that many.
Let's go with Landon Quinones.
Pick. Shout that. Shout.
All I was about to say he wanted that pick actually. Yeah, I seen the way he said ooh and then started stroking his beard like he was about to make a fucking move.
It's because he didn't want to say his name.
I did pick him and I genuinely picked him because I think he can. I really think he got a good chance of winning. So that's not a bad pick. So
what's the pick stealing equivalent of a kleptomaniac? Always one of those. Every time he hears a pick, he just wants it. Doesn't care who it is.
A plectomaniac.
It's a good pick. I'm just appreciating a good pick, bro. You know what I mean? I just appreciated a good pick, but that's a good pick. Well, people, make sure that you check out the page. You check out a lot of the content that we've been putting on recently. We've got Girlfriend React with Jordan and Cheryl on there. They put that content on earlier on. Go and support it. Go and check it out. Go and share it out. Get it out there, people. And that's another segment that you're going to be seeing on the Fight Week show. And the Rambling Dad, what do you got coming up on your channel? And some of the work that we know that you're lining up.
But you know what? I actually dropped something today that is completely
plug it
non-MMA related at all. See if I swing this way and the camera goes. Is it going to go? Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse in the background there. I realized I've been talking about Silver being fine. We're talking about sanctioned violence, and I've got Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse behind me. But yeah, I dropped the travel vlog today, just something a bit different. You know what I mean? I went to Disneyland in September. It's took me absolutely ages to put this together. I had that much fucking clips. It went from like being 55 minutes long. I got it to 37 minutes long. If you don't watch it all, don't worry. But if you want to go and watch it just for something different, it's there. But I've got Daniel Strauss coming on Sunday. The Sunday after, I have Tyler from Mom's Basement coming on. Me and you still need to fucking work out a date, Ola. And as I said on the Dust Up Shakedown, I need to reschedule Reese McEwen. My man, where are we going? This side. Boom, boom. Has wind me up with some IMMAF interviews. So his mate reached out. I'm now waiting on the boss man emailing me with some details on that one too. So there's plenty coming in the next few weeks and leading into the next month as well. So
yeah, man. What about you, Jordan?
Yeah, I've had some crazy reach out recently. Like the same guy that reached out to McDane was asking if I was trying to get discounted hotels and flight tickets to go to Belgrade and cover it live and stuff like that. For now, though, I think a lot of good Cage Warriors events coming up, so going to try and be securing a bunch of interviews with those guys. We've got Brad Wharton coming up, hopefully sometime next week. We've got an hour-long interview dropping with him on all the sort of big events coming up. Barring that, I'll be around the Fight Week show and there'll be plenty going on.
All right, people. You heard it from the guys. They're going to support their work. And as for me, I've got something scheduled up with Okibolaji. Okibolaji is going to be making another appearance. He's got a fight coming up next week. He's just traveled to Vegas and he's training out there at Extreme Couture with some of the top fighters that they got over there under his own coaches. Shout out to Valon team and Basham Valon. Salute to all of those guys. And Dust Up Shakedown, we got Adrian Sanchez coming up. We got Bradley Swanipo coming up. And on top of that, we got the Black Panther. He's going to be joining us as well. So we've got professional fighters that's going to be joining us on the Dust Up Shakedown next week. They all want to jump in. They see how he's moving right now, and they want to be a part of it. I can't wait. You know what I mean? I even got Full Metal Roberts making a claim. You know what I mean? He wants to jump in as well. So it might be a stacked show next week. Who knows? They might
Mate,
all
you can
jump
fit
on,
10 of us.
or we might split. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But seriously, Dust Stop Shakedown needs your support, people. Please, 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 please go and show you some love. Go and share it out there. It's a segment of the channel that that we're putting a lot of effort in, especially getting all these people from all around the place to to make the show. So please go and show you some love. Yeah, people, up onto the next video. Hasta la vista. We're out. Salute. Big up.
Peace.
If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget